the domestic violence shelter, and it seems like the only reason they didn't bring her here instead of jail was because of an outstanding warrant.
Right.
And then, for whatever reason, they must have decided, I don't know if Indiana didn't care about it. I don't know if they decided they're going to let it go. I'm not sure what. But
yeah, they end up
did call me and say she was coming in and she's being released and doesn't need to go back there.
Right.
I try to call the domestic violence shelter to find out information, and they can't release any reports.
Right.
They did say she's more than welcome to return there. She would have to go through the reassessment or the rescreening process, but that she could return there. So
no, she
I can tell she had been there, but and I know she said she still has things there.
Right.
But my concern was just she seems like she's sometimes responding to internal stimuli, like maybe hearing things or seeing things she might be responding to at times.
Well, see, if she hasn't, did she sign the consent or the authorization?
So she actually gave me permission to call you.
Okay.
Which we, as part of my evaluation, we
okay.
always call someone that they give us consent to. So she doesn't have to have an authorization form filled out for me to talk to you about this.
Okay. So if Dominique, she may need her risperidone. That's what they give her to keep her stabilized. So this risperidone. Risperidone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's what she normally takes. So she might be out of it, where she may be talking a little bit in circle a little bit, but she's aware. Like Dominique function very well on her medication, but every now and then she may say her, she, or something like that. So it's like when you give her risperidone, it normally kicks in, and she can drive. She drives. She shops for herself. She function. In other words.
Yeah, we kind of wondered if maybe she was at the tail end of like an injectable med or had not gotten her meds.
Right.
Maybe just be at the beginning of decompensation.
Right.
The jail did tell me that she was. I called, since the domestic violence shelter wouldn't tell me anything.
Right.
I called the MPD who had been called, and they said she was. Said she'd killed someone and then was making homicidal and suicidal statements.
No, the lady lied on her. But the lady just didn't. Dominique used to be a dietary aide, and she was pointing out to the lady that the food is outdated and that could be a health department concern. And the lady really just didn't like Dominique pointing it out. So the lady, because I was on the phone, I got it recorded on YouTube channel, so it's everybody else don't heard the conversation, and so she told the police that Dominique threatened to do something to herself and to other people. No, that was a Karen lie. That was nothing but a Karen lie. And because of that lie, I contacted the Attorney General office. So we got complaints already in for Dominique's civil rights and her civil rights being violated with the Attorney General office and the Department of Justice. So she want to keep on doing it, because next we're doing a federal district lawsuit in Cleveland and to take up this particular situation. So at the end of the day, she's trying to play that, another psychological crazy black woman. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those issues. Like, she got along with all the other staff. It was just that particular staff that maybe she just didn't like Dominique, and she decided that she wanted to lie on Dominique. Because I heard the conversation. That's not what Dominique said.
Okay.
That's what she did, a Karen, and lied on Dominique. You know how they used to do things back in the days.
Did she ever have suicidal thoughts?
No.
Ever have homicidal thoughts in the past?
No. And we got the recording where she said, the police even asked her, the police asked, well, did you say that you want to kill yourself or something? She said, no, I don't want to kill myself. So she even said that to the officer. And what really kind of made me upset as her mom, that's a paralegal. Okay, Dominique has a learning disability and she has seizures as well. Okay. So we taught Dominique that to help you remember, just use your phone to look on your phone for the date and the time. Okay? Use it as your tool, right? So the police kept on badgering her and antagonizing her. What time is it? Tell me the time of day. Tell me the time of day. Tell me the time of day. Okay. And then he said, okay, do you know who the president is? So she said, Donald Trump. And he said, do you know what city and state you in? Yeah, Mansfield, Ohio. Then he asked, do you know where you're at? I'm at the shelter. But then he went back to the time of day. He said, tell me what time it is. Tell me what time it is. Like, why are you badgering a patient like that? It was really, but it made me so mad that it was like I recorded it. I got it on tape because it was uncalled for. You can just imagine, you're a nurse or you work in the medical field. So you got a schizophrenia patient or you got a patient with disabilities, right? And you're putting them on the spot. And then in an aggressive kind of tone, you are making them that much nervous and their brain is fuzzy and they're trying to think. And then she was smart enough to say, but you have on a watch. So you're cheating with me. You know what I'm saying? She's saying, if you give me my phone back, because he took her phone. So she said, if you give me my phone back, I could tell you what time it is.
So were they like trying to see if she was oriented to have reason to believe she should be hospitalized, or what was that about?
This is what he said. I wish that you can hear it. This is what he said. He said,
really similar in the past that she had made suicidal or homicidal statements and then wasn't like that at all and didn't remember making them. She doesn't remember, like, if a doctor goes in and talks with her and then leaves, she didn't remember even meeting the doctor here or talking with him. And I was right there. And so she'll, like, have, like, some gaps in memory, like, currently.
Yeah, because
some past gaps, too.
And I think that also... And I think that it's not... I think that it's not the matter because Dominique was in a car accident as well. And so we were supposed to take her to a neurologist to check to see if it's also some nerve damage there where she get foggy. But I think it was the rate more than anything that kind of, she talks about it. It comes out every now and then. So they've been stabilizing her on the medication. They don't keep her in the hospital. There's no need to detain someone, unnecessary false imprisonment, false detain, if they don't need to be there. But they normally just get her stabilized on the medication. Then she's up about, she's very well focused. But I really feel that...
It doesn't seem like it seems like she goes in and out of Stabilus right now. And so it seems like she gets admitted for a couple of days, they can get her back on the medication, and then if she chooses to go back, she said she wanted to go back to the domestic violence shelter.
Well, she told me that she wanted, to go get her stuff. She told me that she wanted to get her stuff and then come over where mom is at.
Okay. But I would hate to send her to you and then have her having these episodes, and I just think
I am a 25-year CNA, certified nurse assistant, and a paralegal, so I'm used to it.
So you don't want her to get hospitalized to get medication against you?
Oh no, I want her to. No, if you guys are going to make sure that she leaves with her medication, yeah.
Who did she follow with on the outside? Because she told me that she didn't have a diagnosis, didn't have a psychiatrist, didn't have anything.
Well, see, it started in... Well, she just moved up here. We finally got her back where family is at. So she just moved, and she doesn't have medical.
That's what she said.
Yeah, so maybe somebody can get her on medical.
Yeah. So if you're okay, if you support her, I think hospitalization would probably be ideal because we can get her hooked up with Medicaid in Ohio.
Right.
Tomorrow, someone can meet with her and do that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Get her inpatient for a few days, and then when she discharges, she'll have a follow-up appointment with one of the doctors.
Yeah.
And that'll be set for her to follow up with.
Yeah, I think that that's a good plan for her to get
Okay.
stabilized with her medication, and then to get her hooked up on Medicare, because that's one reason why she couldn't get her medicine, because she didn't have
That's
Ohio
a problem.
insurance.
I know she
Yep.
just moved to the state. She had said, so that's, yeah.
Okay.
Help get her
And
set
what's your
up
name
there would be
again?
good. What's that?
What's your name again?
Jessie.
Okay,
I'll be here
Jessie.
all
And
night
I'm
until
Crystal.
like 11:30, and then
Okay.
tomorrow I won't be here, but she'll be still down with us in the ED until the people
Okay.
that pre-screen for Medicaid come down. And they aren't here right now, but they'll
Okay.
come tomorrow morning and meet with her, get her started on that, and then once she's on that, they'll move her upstairs.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. All right. As long as you know she's safe, and she sounds like she's hungry though.
Yeah, she has had quite an appetite since she's been here for sure.
Yeah.
We've given her some snacks, and she has dinner, and so that's not a bad thing.
Okay.
That's not a bad thing at all.
Okay, Jessie. Well, yeah, that sounds good. The doctor can get her right back on her medication, since she couldn't get it since she wasn't on Ohio Medicaid or
Right.
anything. So
And I know
that's
it sounds like she fled from the situation she was in, and it's not like you're gonna have all your ducks in a row when you're doing that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
does
And
she
then
have
they
to
didn't
go
let her
to
get her
schizophrenia?
purse. They didn't let her get her purse with her ID in it, and her phone and everything. So she's worried about that.
Yeah. Does she have a diagnosis of schizophrenia, or?
Yeah, she psychosis, schizophrenia. So it's
Okay.
stabilized with risperidone.
Risperidone.
Yeah, Risperidone.
Okay. All right. I will pass it along to psychiatrist, but you'll be able to call that number she called you from if you want to talk with her, or this number if you want to talk with me.
Okay.
And like I said, I'll be gone at around 11:30 p.m.
Okay.
They still have nursing staff
Yeah.
here, and they can answer
I'm
questions
so
that you have.
glad. You know, I mean, if you seen Dominique before the rape and everything, she was just a healthy type of woman. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a group of men, and I've been fighting. I should be up there with you guys, because I've been fighting these guys. It's like they've been literally fighting up against me to like try to find ways to grab a hold of Dominique. You know, and so we finally got her here where family is at.
Yeah.
So I just hope that nothing happened at the jail, because we had some shady cops down there in Nevada that she would let us know that they're touching on me, that in ways that they should not be touching.
Yeah, hopefully not. It shouldn't
Yeah.
say anything that could indicate that anything like that happened.
Yeah, yeah, she hasn't opened up to you yet.
Nothing happened, just being triggered by being in that setting around
Yeah.
people in uniform, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, she told me that it happened. You know, we got sex trafficking cops out here in today's society. So we can't just I mean, it's like we got judges, we got doctors and stuff that rape their own children. So, you know, they pillars of the community, but they badger and they beat their women and children. So we can't be too naive when a patient is saying that, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
she had a history of that, I'm sure, when she was in that setting, and
Yep.
all came back, and
Yep.
yeah.
Especially in Vegas, it's like a regular thing that they do down there.
I know.
Yep.
Well, yeah, there's bad people in every profession.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully, she get her some rest tonight, and then she's gonna be on Medicaid and get her medicine. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling me. I appreciate it. And anytime that you need any answer, just give me a call.
The only other question I can think of is, does she need seizure medication, or is that something she doesn't?
Maybe the doctor probably want to do